any of the racial issues are going to be handled and healed until first we acknowledge it's there. But we got to acknowledge it's there on both sides.
Right.
To me, it's got to be looked at. We both are suffering from the same misperception that needs to be healed, and that that there are black people who are just as afraid of white people as white people who are afraid of black people, because it's just fear. And so I want to be an example of what love can do. There are some people who especially need to have some form of fairness and social reform and laws passed that need to happen, so that the things like what happened with George Floyd doesn't happen again at the level of the world. But I also know you can pass 1 million laws, and if people haven't changed their hearts, ultimately nothing's going to really change.
Is that how am I going to see this in a way that moves me towards connection?
Yeah.
Not just how can I see it differently, how can I see it in a way that moves me toward connection? So one of the lessons in the course is I loose the world from all I thought it was.
Oh, it was, right.
And I've been connecting to that. And I was asking myself the question today, well, how do I do that? And one of the things you shared was, I want to know what love can do.
Right. But that's what you don't hear, though. Right?
I know.
You watch all the news, you watch all the protests. It's just like, but you don't hear, when I was growing up back in the olden days of the 60s, the leaders actually talked about, whether they meant it or not, they talked about love. They talked about brotherhood. They talked about how much we're in this together and how it's not fair for certain things and they need to be changed. At least they talked some level of unity. Now love is not seen as part of the equation. When I talk about love, I'm talking about how can a genuine desire to recognize that we are one, that we are joined, that we are connected, that your good is my good, your happiness is my happiness, that we can do more caring and nurturing each other, caring for and nurturing with each other than we can any other way.
Right.
You know, a love that is inclusive, because to me, what we call love is just specialness. It's like, to me, when the average person says they love you, they just mean, I'm going to treat you more special than I do anyone else. Where the very nature of love, and we count on God loving, our Creator loving all of us equally, but we won't turn around and go, that's the way we should be loving also. We say God is loving all of us equally, but I'm only going to care about what happens to you, and I'm only going to care about what happens to my children, and I'm only, you know what I'm saying? Which is really saying that what you have towards your children or your mate is specialness. They're just more special to you. That's not love. And I think the way we've got specialness confused with love is the root of all our separation, racism, and fears.
This is a question we're going to continue to ask ourselves. What can love do?
Everything.